And that's how we're
No,
starting
we
the
can't.
podcast.
No, we can't.
I'm back.
Alright,
The
let me
best,
do it.
the
Let me
best
do it.
solution to the Ukraine crisis is World War III.
No, okay,
Uh,
let's do intros.
that's it.
Hello, welcome back to the lovely Johnson Report podcast. We're going to be talking about something really important today.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the lovely Johnson Report podcast. Today, we're going to be doing something real special.
Now copyright free.
Now,
Exactly.
copyright free.
We will now
been
be
informed.
We'll be now
It was
using.
Informed. We've been doing too much copyrighted things, and we kept getting bad grades. So
We'll
we
only be
will
using
stop-
Kevin MacLeod copyright-free music from now
That's-
on.
actually do that. The
Mhm.
only music we're going to use is Kevin MacLeod.
Yeah, we're going to become Vanos.
I can do
Yeah.
that.
But anyway, I'm joined here today with Simon,
Yo.
Mercedes,
Yeah.
Grant,
Woo! Yeah!
and a very special guest that came all the way overseas from Ukraine, Griffin.
But
No, we didn't. I don't think we can lie about that.
Can we?
I don't think so.
I think it's more of a moral thing.
Well, he's no longer part of the school.
well,
so we
I
can
have,
lie.
That
I
is
have,
true.
I
He
am
can't
very
get in
caught up
trouble.
in the Ukraine crisis.
Yeah? You've been doing your research?
Well, it's not really a crisis; it's more of a war. But you know,
Me too. Superhero was delayed.
Shh. Oh my god.
Actually, that's unrelated.
Yeah, let's move on to
Actually,
something
that's
on
unrelated.
topic. Move on to something on topic. All right, so let's get some basic info on the war. Can't solve it if you don't know what you're solving. So Russia invaded Ukraine on Thursday, February 24th, 2022. But like before it even really kicked off, there was some tension reported from one of the Russian chiefs that I watched the podcast on. It was like a 27-minute podcast. Really sad. But anyways, I watched this thing with a Russian reporter that said that there was a lot of military activity, like a lot of tanks and troops, which they always have. Please stop.
What are you
Anyways,
doing?
What?
Which
You're
they
doing-
usually have
what are
like a
you
lot
doing?
of. They usually have a lot of like tanks, troops, and military action, anyways, because it's Russia. But
Okay. Simon? Stop.
What are you doing?
Sorry, we're having
Sorry,
technical
sorry, Miss
difficulties.
Hall. We're having a couple of... Simon's being a bit of a menace
What
right
do you
now.
mean? I'm not doing anything.
His goofball island's lighting up right now.
It's true.
Shut up.
Goofball Island.
Shut
true.
up. Shut up. Shut up.
Anyway, long story
Anyways.
short, Russia bad, rubles in the
hey,
trash.
don't, no. Long story not short. Russia has
Been mad at
I'm a-
Ukraine forever. For as long as
since
time
Yeah.
be remembered.
1991.
Since
That
the
this is-
Soviet Union fell apart.
This is one of those that I don't think long story needs to be short. It's a project.
This is
Wait,
long story long.
so
Wait, so we're going really, really long story?
Yes, we're
No,
drawing it.
no,
yes,
no, no, no,
absolutely.
no,
Back in the
We're
feudal
explaining every
times,
detail we
Ukraine was
can.
a
Back during-
beautiful place.
Back during feudal time.
Ukraine
Okay,
was
we
one
don't
of the
need to go
best
back
places
that
to grow
far.
wheat in the entirety of Europe, and so it has
And
always been highly sought after, especially by
And it
the
was
massive
the
nation.
capital. And Kiev, which is the capital city of Ukraine, was the capital of the Kievan Rus, which is the precursor to modern day Russia.
Crazy.
That's
great.
crazy.
That's
bro.
wacky, crazy, cool, man.
Wacky and goofball island.
All right, boys.
So
What's our plan in
Russia had
general?
a lot of military activity going on, right? A lot of tanks and troops around, which is like very like it's very like it's something that happens a lot in Russia anyways. They usually have a lot of military movement, but this was like more than usual and people were starting to notice it. And then later on, they invaded Ukraine and then we have the war that's going on now. But Putin in
Yeah.
general has been very fixated on Ukraine for years anyways, especially after the Soviet Union broke up in 1991.
They
And
started
Ukraine became
those
independent.
troops over to
Ukraine
the
worked
border.
after that to come as far away from Russia and influence as they could. And in early 2021, they picked up an anti-Russian campaign, which a lot of people are saying might have been like one of the faults that kind of teetered over that edge, kind of put the war on even higher blast, like to kind of make it happen more. but it was just something that was going to happen anyways because
Yeah.
they kind of hate each other. Well, Russia actually loves Ukraine because they want it back, but they kind of hate each other either way.
Yeah.
Wait, so we have a script now?
Yeah.
Kinda.
We're reading a script.
You want me to share it with you, buddy?
What do you mean, Griffin? It was
Wait,
always
with
scripted.
what account?
It was always.
Your home account?
Uh-oh.
Griffin, I don't think you realize it was always scripted.
Life
Oh,
is
I'm
scripted.
sorry.
It's a lie. Welcome to the Matrix.
Even the
Neo.
Matrix wasn't scripted.
Dude, life,
What are
this
you talking
script
about? There's a
sucks
Matrix
if life was scripted.
How did Keanu Reeves learn it?
Oh, that's true. Actually, the movie had a script.
All right, boys, what's our plan in general?
What is our plan?
So we teetered back and forth on this one a bit, right? We had some bold ideas.
I knew
right?
exactly what we needed to do.
Change.org
right?
was thrown around a little bit. TikTok campaigns also very, very high contenders.
Have you seen the thing where it was like TikTok stars are informed of the Ukraine crisis?
No.
Finally.
It was the dumbest thing I've ever read.
I'm glad the real important people know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
glad
pretty much
Charlie
everyone knows
D'Amelio
what's going on.
knows what's
I'm glad
happening in Ukraine.
Bella Porch or whatever
Maybe
knows
they can
exactly
pop
how
and
she
lock
can
this
Dougie in
problem
order
away.
to support Ukraine. All right, back to the main topic.
Ultimately, we decided on instating a new political party and basically starting a coup.
We're raising a coup, boys.
There's a lot more depth to that, which we will be going into.
Yep, that's the long and the short of it.
That's the long and the short of it. All right.
Wait, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
A coup where? Ukraine or Russia?
Russia.
Russia.
And because both would solve the crisis.
Yes, but we kind of don't want Russia
Russia.
around
Yeah, but we
anymore.
hate Russia.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
But
they
we
are-
love their natural gases and oils.
They are pretty fascist.
Yes.
And so,
But if we make them not fascist, then problem solved.
yeah, and we decided to move away. Russia has had a bad reputation for a long time, right? Russia,
Yes.
the name Russia has had negative association for years and years, many our lifetimes. And so we decided to move away from the name Russia and Soviet and anything like that, and go with another central and core part of the area,
Which is like
Siberia.
90% of Russia.
And so we have decided that this new country that we will eventually be creating will be called the United States of Siberia.
What about like the United States of Eurasia? That has a better ring to it.
Yeah, but
I thought we changed it to
Siberia
the
sounds cool.
Oh,
because that's what Miss Hall said we needed to change it to.
Miss Hall knows. Actually, no, I'm not.
Ms. Hall knows nothing. We
Another
are the
question,
true
what's-
superior beings.
I know this might be. I kind of don't want to poke holes in this. But like, what states are united?
All of them.
Siberia, maybe
All of them.
Ukraine if they want to be part of it. The rest of Russia.
Well, that's why we changed it from the United States because it's not technically states from what Miss Hall
Yeah.
says.
They're not states yet.
That's why it's considered Slavic.
Because-
Guys,
Yeah, the reason
United
America-
Confederate States.
Oh my god.
But once we take over the rest of Europe, there will be states.
Well, yeah, that's just the United States of Europe, which is probably going to happen within like.
Bro, you're going off
Yeah.
script right now.
Guys,
Yeah,
we're going off
hold on.
script.
I'm adding that into the script right now.
No, you
Guys, we're
aren't.
going off script. Oh my god, we're going off script.
I was never
Guys,
in
this
the
is
script.
Not, guys, this is not. in the
Griffin literally
script. I
can't
don't know
see
what to
the
do.
script. Actually, no, you can. Here. Griffin, here.
Holy
Which-
crap!
which
I don't
count
know
are you
what to
sharing
say,
with
guys.
me?
We're going off script.
Oh, you're not sharing.
I'm in.
Guys,
I'm
turn to page 12.
Oh my God.
Guys,
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry, kind of skipped around a little bit.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
oh
page
my
we
12
god.
should
we
be
have
back.
muted Simon
Oh
for
my god.
I've
interrupting
recorded.
It's
him.
all falling apart around me.
it is.
Oh my god. Can we
They
just
muted me.
record this?
They actually muted
We're
me.
already recording this.
I'm
so
muted in Discord. They can't hear me, but you can hear me because I'm recording.
Little does he know he's not muted anymore.
Yes,
I
little does he know.
just saw it. The
He didn't.
podcast don't
It's
hear
'cause I
me the
told
whole
you.
time, but you guys are the only one that lost me there.
Alright,
Anyway.
where were we?
Mhm.
We're going off script. I don't know where we were.
Yeah.
We were in our, we were talking about our plan and what we're gonna do, and we were talking about the name because we had to change it to the Greater Slavic Front because Miss Hall informed us that
We need to
those aren't
have,
technically states; those are regions. So we need to make sure that we're doing something.
and we need to
goes
have a
with the act-
name that unifies the people. And there's not a lot of
I
people
know.
in Siberia, just a lot
The
of
Fifth
trees.
Reich.
No. Fifth. Wait.
I don't think that's gonna unify anybody.
Okay, but so
Wait, fifth.
we went with Slavic because
Aren't
there's a
only
lot of
three?
Slavic people in Russia.
Mm-hmm. And some would say they're defenders of the Slavs.
Uh-huh.
And they listen to Hard Bass and wear Adidas.
Okay, not anymore.
What do you mean not anymore?
But as for our, we have to talk about, this is something we were told specifically to talk about, how we are going to dethrone Putin, who has a lot of control right now.
We have two ways.
Two main ways. Well, our original idea was to hyperinflate the economy, but then they switched to the gold standard. So,
guys, I can't find that in the script. Can you point
Shut
it out
up.
to me?
hold on, I'll
Hey,
I'll
Seth?
find it for you.
You're
Hold
being
on,
really aggressive right now, and you're making it.
It's right there.
Simon.
Man. It's right there for you. Enjoy.
Simon, you're being really aggressive.
I
right now,
just showed it to you in the script. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're making it very difficult. To
Anyway,
work with
we
this.
have to talk. We had to talk about how we're going to dethrone Putin, and with the gold standard now in place, hyperinflating his economy isn't going to work.
Kind of redundant.
Yeah, it's kind of already happened. So we had to come up with a new way. Would anybody else like to voice their opinions on this new way?
You wouldn't point it out in the script to me, so I don't know.
I am sorry, I did not hear if I was dealing with my brother.
Oh my god.
We're falling apart faster than the Russian economy.
I mean, reading this plan.
Ooh, sick burn.
You guys are
Second.
so tense all the time. You need to chill out. You need to meditate. That's what you need.
Reading this plan, right?
I did meditate most of
From
the
what I
days.
can see, I have a myriad of questions,
Uh-huh.
but
Go ahead.
Yes.
how
Shoot.
how would you? Because I assume your goal is to spread propaganda into Russia. Like
Yeah,
Yes,
the
using our
Russian
masters
civilians.
of propaganda.
The
and
masters of advertising and propaganda.
Elon
How would
Musk.
you? I mean, okay, because you say social media, news sites, and TV stations
Uh-huh.
mostly,
Yes.
but they've already blocked the majority of those.
Yes, but the most downloaded apps in Russia
Are
are
By the way-
VPNs. You are correct.
By the way, you said the majority,
Uh-huh.
not all.
Not all.
We'll use our
But-
master Instagram.
We'll get
meme
the
pages.
two guys named Chris. They'll help us.
No way, we're gonna get 101.1 run
But
in
the
Russia.
problem
That's
is
possible.
with the whole with the VPN argument, the people downloading VPNs are the people who are already somewhat against Russia.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, but now they know that there is a way that they can fight
And
against
if we
it.
can unify
group.
them,
We're
can get
unifying them.
to spread
We're not trying to
Yeah.
convince them to hate Russia. We're trying to unify them. They already hate Russia.
Okay.
And then we can French Nazi Germany it, and then
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
What do you mean? What? That's
I don't know
what
about Nazi Germany. That's
French Nazi Germany. The French.
French.
Yeah.
Hey, Vicky France.
They
He's
were
How
referring-
can it be French?
He's referring to like the
and
French and Polish
German?
resistance.
they were covertly talking to their neighbors and being
Oh.
like, "Yeah, we're gonna meet
So-
here," and then they go
so
blow up
free
a
f-
railroad track.
So free
Like
France.
Wano.
Shit.
yeah, free,
Just
yeah,
like
free
People
Wano.
talk
France.
too.
And
Sad.
also
People talk
Poland
too.
did
It's
like
like
the
the
same
satellite
thing.
thing.
Sad.
Yes.
The crescent moon.
Grant.
People talk
Yeah.
like the stuff that they learn and stuff that they're gonna spread too. So
Mhm.
technically, it'll just
And
keep
also,
spreading.
this is I was thinking about this the other day. Putin's
No.
a lot of Putin's image, right? Both internationally and nationally, is big strong man, right? Big strong, very much in control, right?
Hang on.
Why?
I got a
Putin?
private message.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
yeah.
we'll
The
continue.
other-
You can deal with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, big strong man, and so with this recent Ukraine happenings, and as we all know, he's struggling. He's struggling pretty bad, right? There's the military.
He's
not
he's
too
not
into it
winning. He's not winning as much as
as much as he would like people to think. So,
yeah.
that's already going to be hurting his image a lot, right? So if we can just kind of push it a little bit farther, I think we could really do some damage there.
True.
Correct.
Like,
All right.
this whole process could be a lot easier than your plan thinks it is, because in Putin's plan, the war was supposed to last like, I think it was 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And he was heavily relying on the fact that he thought Ukraine citizens were for Russia.
They were just gonna give up,
Which they
once
were
the
not.
military gave up. Yeah, no, they're fighting tooth and nail, everything they can,
Yeah.
women and children, everybody.
And Ukraine has recently started to take back territory, so it's kind of in question if.
Yeah, they took a bunch of the cities around Kiev, didn't they?
Yeah, Kiev.
If you see all the videos
Yeah, I
of
watched
people
like
like,
this interview.
oh, wow.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
So,
If you look
Did
at all,
y'all look at the interview of, with the
hey Seth, I was trying to talk. Okay, my one
Say it then.
input. It's my one input
one
that I get. Have you seen all the videos of people coming up on Russian soldiers and asking them what they're fighting for, and they just say, "I don't know." They told us this was training.
Just like
That's all I wanted to say.
Have you
I'll be
also
quiet.
seen the videos of them offering to give Russian soldiers a ride back to Russia?
Yeah.
They'll find them on the side of the road and they'll be like, "Hey, I can give you a ride back the way you came if you want."
Did they say yes?
No, I haven't seen any of them saying yes, but that could just be censorship. They might, Russia's probably trying pretty hard to stop that.
Yeah. All right. Seth and
So
Mercedes
I
go
watched this
wild.
interview too, right? Right. I watched this interview and it was the president of Ukraine, right? Zelensky, and he was talking about.
Did you watch that one too? He's in
he
the
was talking
bunker.
about- Yeah, the one that he was in their bunker. He was in the bunker with. See, look, I can't even speak. No, and he was talking about how he is not going to back down. He was like, and nobody else should back down, because he said that it's now becoming a fight against democracy and against choice and freedom and stuff like that. So he basically said that no matter what, he's not giving up. So back to the whole,
And
Ukraine wasn't going to back down. That's just more
down.
more
I'll
truth.
stand my ground.
They're ready.
You can stand me up at the gates of HE double hockey sticks, and I won't back down.
Thank you, Samuel
We're so
Elliott.
popular.
So we've got the dethroning Putin and the unifying Ukraine parts of our plan, right?
Yep.
What's the next step?
Well, we need to unify the Slavs, right?
Right.
The Slavic people,
Yes.
because that's where the main part of our fighting force is going to be, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, right, we don't have a whole lot to promise them other than their country, right? We don't have a whole lot to promise them other than not Putin.
True.
It's just
And who's our spokesperson?
Our spokesperson.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Because Elon Musk, he's a mad genius, and he's actually pretty good at advertising. He's pretty good at making people see his things.
He sold a Roblox car.
Mercedes, what you doing there?
That still haven't come out.
Has
I
it?
don't even know what I'm doing.
Mercedes would never add anything.
But we already submitted that.
Just like I would never add anything.
I already submitted that. Get out of here, girl.
Anyway,
Do you want to submit it again?
we get the CIA.
Yeah,
gives us
I was about to say,
the-
we haven't even mentioned one of our biggest assets that we plan on using.
Yeah, the CIA.
The government agency
CIA
that
or-
specializes in toppling other governments.
Yep.
The
Alright, so Miss Hall, if
CIA.
you've ever played Ghost Recon Wildlands,
Why are you even asking?
None of them are good games. Don't bother.
None of them are good games, but the group that you play as, they're not real actually, but they'd be very beneficial to our cause.
Ghost
What
Recon.
they do is they go into governments, they
Grant, please stop
assassinate,
clicking rapidly everywhere. Please
they
stop.
assassinate figures of. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What would I be clicking?
Anyway, the CIA is basically built to
You're
collect
interrupting me.
analyze data from like foreign intelligence. Get some little intelligence.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're not sure when Griffin will return.
Griffin is currently playing Elden Ring while in
Yeah, it's
Kiev.
true. So Seth interrupted me earlier. The Ghost in Ghost Recon Wildlands. What
Hey
they
Simon,
do?
can you do me a favor? Yeah. Alright, thank you.
Can we talk? Can we actually talk about the CIA and not about a game? No offense, Grant.
Yeah.
Guys,
What you need to know, Miss Hall, the Ghost, they topple governments and like societies and stuff that are taking control of areas. They specialize in like guerrilla warfare. That's what we're trying to do.
Our podcasts are so dry now.
It's
You guys are
already dry.
You guys are
I'm
dry.
sorry, Grant. You were taking so long to explain.
Bro,
I
this is
wonder why that is. I wonder if it's because I was being interrupted every other sentence.
Just keep talking. Just keep talking.
No, because then you don't know what I'm talking about because you can't hear me.
Sure we will.
You know what?
Other
Forget
people
it.
will shut up
Forget
if
it.
they hear you talking.
I guess I won't explain the ghosts.
The ghosts are very simple. They topple
Anyway,
governments and the cartel.
They would be incredible, like an incredible form of information to help us build and defend the new nation. Some may say that the USS is puppeting
We live
this
in a
new.
post-fun society.
Grant, we live in a
Grant's
post.
angry he didn't get to explain his video game.
We live in a post-graded society. If you don't be quiet.
She's not gonna take points off our grade if we explain everything else, and then I just slip in the ghost from Ghost Recon.
She's literally taken off points because we get
For
off
being
topic so
copyrighted.
much. No, that was. She didn't take points off. She gave us a 0.
She couldn't watch the video.
She give us a 0.
Guess what? Guess what? We don't get told why our points got taken off, Setsu. You're just saying that.
Anyway, so the president of the
Oh,
United
that's
States
what it's doing.
already makes decisions based off this information that they provide, which would make this an incredible resource for us.
And if
Actually,
the CIA has its little tendrils already in this new country, we can tell if they're gonna turn back into the Soviet Union again and stop it.
Nuke them.
No, well,
That's a fun game.
No pun intended. That's a bit of a nuclear option.
So tell your option of sending Putin to Mars. How?
So the idea, right? An idea. This is one of our looser ideas, honestly. But we've been trying to go to Mars recently, right? It's a big goal. It's a big plan. But the problem is, right now it's looking kind of like a one-way trip because it takes a really long time and a lot of resources just to get there. And so the grand plan begins with the basis of Putin himself. He's getting a little older, right? He's getting up there in age, and he wants to be remembered as a great man. He wants to be remembered as an important person. And so I think we give him the mandatory opportunity, we'll call it. Mandatory opportunity to go to Mars, be the first person on Mars. We'll send him there, one-way trip. He goes there, he learns a bunch of stuff for science. And in the history books, he is remembered as a great man, a man who sacrificed his life for the greater good of the world and the greater good of science. In the short term, we don't have to deal with them anymore. He's going to and on Mars. So
we're not sending potatoes up there with him. So
no, he doesn't get the chance to freaking Mars this and what's it called? Is it
and then
Mars?
I think it is a bunch of aliens come out and they say we need a mom.
Where are your moms? Where your mom at? Where your mom at?
Now explain to me how this is more reasonable than the Ghost from Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Oh, it's not. No, that was a valid point, right? Like the
So what?
ghost's a good
Shut down.
idea. You were just taking so long to explain it.
We've already been through this.
Can we just go through our points, please? I'm
Yes.
trying to go
Yes.
to bed.
Well, this is one of our points. The CIA, they're ghosts. They're little secret operatives. They're very good at this. They've been doing this for like 60 years, ever since World War II ended. CIA has been doing all sorts of stuff to try and topple governments they don't agree with. And so I think we just
That's actually on their
point
website.
them in the direction of Russia, right? Give them a little extra help with this like secret, little government thing we're trying to set up in the background. And I think the CIA could really help us.
Kind of glad we got rid of like all the filler that we had.
What are you talking about? NPR, the NCR, the NRA,
The
the
FDA.
IRA, the FDA, the NC Diener.
I think there's someone somewhere over there.
Yeah.
Those are all very important.
Middle mouse, yeah.
Especially NPR, the National Public Radio. All right, Mercedes, is there any?
That was Griffin.
Oh, I thought Mercedes left, bro. I thought she heard her name and she was like, "All right, bye."
I actually couldn't do it anymore. No.
Anyway,
So
You got any more points to go through?
so we talked about. Did we like actually explain our Masters of Advertising? Like, did we actually talk about Elon Musk?
a little bit. The main idea is we get
Mentioned his name.
Elon Musk and maybe another master of advertising or two. Really, the people you think of when you think of advertising, right? Elon Musk is one of those, right? He's very good at branding things. He's very good at, getting people to buy things, whether it be Bitcoin or Teslas,
Those
Or-
flamethrowers he sold.
flamethrowers, hats for the Boring Company that he never actually did anything with. All sorts of stuff. He could be very good. He's very good at advertising, which is just like non-wartime propaganda, basically.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
and kill some striders right
And so I think if we just redirected his thoughts a little bit, we could get some good propaganda out of Elon Musk.
You're gonna use his own technology, that like weird brain thing he made against him. And we're gonna use it to implant.
No, we're not implanting Elon Musk. We're just gonna be like, hey, you're an American, help us.
Sign it. Sign it. We're implanting
Level
his
2,
into
level
his
1, bro to bro.
The strider
own
coming at ya.
technology.
Ow.
I feel like Elon Musk would just help us.
We'll be
We can
more
try to
compliant.
into this guy if you want. Wait for him
I feel
to
like
shoot
he would
though.
just help
Go ahead.
us.
No.
Okay. Well,
That would be
if
good,
you
like
start getting
PR.
ideas tonight, be scared.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm not, buddy.
Nice.
We good?
Wait, okay. And we talked about how it spreads through like social media and through other ways, right?
Well, yeah, we have to work very hard to brand ourselves as the good guys. We have to be the good guys, right? Putin has to be the bad guy,
Yeah.
right? And so a big part of our argument is just going to be, hey, it's better than Putin. We could have actual democratic elections, right? You could have good relations with foreign nations. Maybe even join the EU if you want to do that at some point.
Ooh. I don't know about that.
Why not?
I mean, think about how crazy social media works in general, though, and how beneficial that could be for us. I mean, think about cancel culture. I mean, we bully cancel culture, but they were scary. I mean, they ruined lives.
They still ruin lives. They just pick someone every couple
Yeah.
weeks.
So, like, what's to stop them from ruining Putin's life, you know?
Putin doesn't
One
have
up for
Twitter.
us.
Does Putin have Twitter? You should
Yeah,
follow
but-
Putin on Twitter.
Yeah, but Russians probably do. In general, it doesn't have to be necessarily just Putin. Who cares about him? We can talk about how garbage
Oh,
he
we
is.
didn't even talk about Steam and CS:GO.
We're fine. You know?
No, we do. That's important.
Is it?
I think it is.
Simon, we don't have fun here.
No,
Okay?
this
We
isn't
need to be
fun. This
serious.
isn't fun,
We need to
Grant.
be
Okay?
serious.
This
I mean,
is serious.
fucking-
Steam,
I mean,
okay?
yes.
Steam
Cut that
is
out.
an American-based company, right? It's run by Mr. Gaben himself. Very cool. If we can get Steam on our side, which I think we can, Steam's very reasonable. They're very reasonable people. If we can get Steam on our side, Steam is Valve, right? Steam, Valve, CS:GO, right? See, they own CS:GO. CS:GO is very, very big in the Slavic community, and the Russians, the Ukrainians, all the people, right? And so, if we can get CS:GO on our side, right, like the game itself, we can begin spreading propaganda through the game, and all the Russians in the game will see it. And they'll be like, yes, yes, I love CS:GO, yes.
All right, Simon. Well, first things first, I cursed earlier. My mistake. Cut that out.
Okay.
And second, we don't do jokes here. This is a serious.
This is real. This is real.
We list our points. We list our points.
Yeah.
And that is it.
Yeah, but this is
Okay. That is it.
I'd like to offer a counter argument. We've been doing nothing but cracking jokes ever since we started this. But also, this is
Yeah, but
real.
we're cutting all that out. It's actually gonna be 5 minutes.
We're
No,
actually cutting all of this out. We're gonna have a text-to-speech robot.
You remind me of Anger from Inside Out. You're Anger right
Thank you. Thank you. I am angry.
Grant's always angry. He's always bitter.
Yeah. I'm always bitter
Good, stay
and
home.
angry and rage filled. I'm like the bus driver in Inside Out at the end of the movie. All of my emotions are anger.
Alright, Simon, you can stop recording.
Alright, that's it. The end.